Hey guys, this is Redshift. Welcome back to my modded series. So since the last episode I put a little bit of a fence around the tree farm here. I also added some storage drawers for all the items at the top here so it's easy to get to. This is a drawer controller like I have in my temporary base over there as well. So all of these drawers are locked, so even if I take everything out of them they'll still go to the right places. So down here I just sent some item conduits up here, and this one going into the drawer controller as a priority of 1, whereas everything else is just on the default of 0. So you'll see these are 0. So that means anything getting pulled out of the farming station will go to those upstairs drawers first. That does mean that nothing is going to come down to these machines until the upstairs ones are full. So I still had some leftover oak wood in here, that's why we've got some oak wood in here. But from now on all new oak wood is going to go upstairs, so only once those upstairs ones are full will we get any more here. So until those upstairs drawers get full, this downstairs bit might run out of power because it can't generate any new power. If that happens I'll just manually go take some wood down there to make charcoal. I think for now one potential solution that I thought of is to have a power monitor, the Ender IO power monitor. This can tell you how much power is on the network. So if I have a capacitor bank downstairs as well with a power monitor, I'll be able to detect how full the power monitor is. And then I was thinking of if let's say the power bank is less than half full, 50% full, then we disable sending items to this upstairs bit. So all new items will go downstairs. And I believe you can do that with redstone control, although I'm not sure. I would have to, or maybe it's just for extracting that you can do that. Extract, yeah, okay, so it's just for extracting that you can do that. Okay, but so we'll have to come up with some kind of a plan. But it should be possible. It should be possible to do something there. But for now, I'll just do it manually until we have some more resources to build those things that we need. Okay, and then I also mentioned that I would install Botania, which I've done, and I've started working with it a little bit. So I've got this flower pouch, so I've got at least one of each flower. Some of them only have one, but that's okay. One is all we need because we can always generate more if we need to. The way I got all these flowers, because I installed Botania after I created this world, so I didn't have any of the Botania flowers in this region. So I just explored around a bit, went a bit far out to new chunks, generated new chunks, got some flowers there. And once I got back, I just got some of them. Once I got back, I just generated more with the, what's it called? The floral fertilizer. So that's just some bone meal and some floral powder. And the way that you make that is, let's take... so we've got most of this purple one, we'll take 2 of those. Any of the Botania flowers you can turn into petals. So I've got 4 petals. And then with a mortar and pestle, let's just get these guys that I'll need as well. Or a pestle and mortar. You can convert those into floral powder. And then the floral powder with some bone meal gives you floral fertilizer. With the floral fertilizer, you just right click and then you get new flowers. You can just break these guys. If you have this flower pouch, they'll go directly into there. And then let's see, so for example, I don't have a lot of the mystical brown flower. If I want more of that guy, then you just create petals. You can plant a petal and you'll see it's got a bit of a like a particle effect there. If you then right click the petal with bone meal, you get a tall flower of that kind. And if you harvest that with shears, you get the tall flower, and that you can turn into 4 of those petals. So once you've got at least one of each flower, you are set for petals. Unless you need the flowers for other things, of course. But we can look at automating growing those flowers later on. So I want to get started a bit on the rest of Botania. So let's see, let's just get rid of these things. We won't need that now. We won't need this. Might need that. Okay. So Botania has really good documentation. This guide is very good. The Lexica Botanian, quite simple to craft as well. You just take any kind of sapling with a normal Minecraft book and you get the Lexica Botania. And you can read through this. I'm not going to read through all of this on screen, but it's got a good built-in tutorial and everything as well. So the first thing we're going to want to do is, let's see, we've got flowers. The next thing we want to do is get the petal apothecary. So this is how you make a lot of the initial stuff in Botania. So we need some cobblestone and a petal. So let's see, we'll need some slabs. And I think it was like this. We'll use that one. Nope. Like that. Okay. So we've got the petal apothecary. We'll just put that there for now. We're going to need some water as well. So actually, let me create an infinite water source here. Where's the nearest water? I might have to, we should be able to get some at our sugarcane farm. I've only got one bucket, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, I only have one there. That's not good. Okay, let me go get some water quickly and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got some water. So we've got the petal apothecary now. Everything you want to do with this will need water in there, so you can just put some water in like that. Next, we'll want to get the pure daisy. So the pure daisy helps you create living wood and living rock, which is ingredients for a lot of the Botania stuff. So for that, we're just going to need 4 of the white petals. Let's see how many I've got here. So 2 flowers will give us 4. Actually, I want to make 2 pure daisies. So let's quickly, it's getting dark. Where were they? There. Oh, don't have the shears. Let's just go. I do have the shears. Where are the shears? Oh, there they are. Okay, let's go sleep quickly. Yeah, so I want to create 2 of those pure daisies. You also need seeds to activate the petal apothecary reaction. So we'll need 2 seeds. Let's see if we can quickly get some. I don't think I brought any with me. There's 1. And that was 2 or 3. Okay. Okay, so one of those will give us 4, which is enough for 1 pure daisy, so let's get 8. Okay, and then we're going to need seeds, and I want to show you something with that as well. So you just throw 4 of them in there, and you can see, if you look at the petal apothecary itself, you can see that it's got a recipe in there to create a pure daisy, and it just shows you that it needs a seed. So now if you just throw a seed in there, it'll pop out the pure daisy. And a nice shortcut you can do is, if you right click with an empty hand, or shift right click. No. Oh, sorry, we need water in there first. Is it right click? Yeah, just right click with an empty hand. It'll put the previous recipe in there. There's a cutoff time. I think it's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds since the last time you created something where you can do that. So that's quite helpful if you need to create a lot of the same thing. Okay, so let's put that away for now. So now these 2 pure daisies, we can just put them anywhere. And the way they work is you will put, let's get some, I've got some stone and wood here. So if you put, you will put items around it. So you can do 8 items at a time with 1 pure daisy. And that'll then after a minute or so convert this stone to living stone. And you can do the same with wood to get living wood. Okay, so after about a minute or so, these will convert. So next thing we're going to want to do is generate some mana. So most things in Botania need mana. So we're going to need a mana pool, a mana spreader, and then also an endoflame. An endoflame is a simple way, kind of like a furnace. Anything that can burn, it'll generate mana for. So let's see. For these guys, we're gonna need living rock, I think. Yep, living rock. Let's see when these change. Oh, there we go, it's starting to change. So all of this has changed into living rock. And then just mine that. So we're gonna need a mana pool. There's a mana pool. And I'm actually going to put some more down, since we'll need some more anyway. And you probably heard this change as well. So we can mine this. And then let's put some more down of that as well. Okay. So we've got the mana pool. Let's put that there for now. Then we're gonna need a mana spreader. Mana spreader. So mana spreader is living wood, gold, and some kind of a petal. Got some gold here. We've got living wood. And then we need, let's use this brown petal. That gives us a mana spreader, which this will go next to our flower. So let's put that about there. And then next we're going to need the endoflame. So for the endoflame, we need 2 brown, 1 light gray, and 1 red. So we've still got 2 brown. We're gonna need 1 light gray, and 1 red. Okay. So we're gonna need 1, and 2 brown, right? And then we're gonna need this seed as well. Okay, and we'll need some water. Oops. And then you'll see we've got a recipe and we've got an endoflame. So if we put this endoflame next to this somewhere, we'll also need we're gonna need where is that under basics? The wand of the forest. So we're gonna need 3 living wood and 2 petals. Put some more down, since that takes a while every time. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 more of those, and then 2 petals. And the petals actually, the petals you use affect the the color of the wand of the forest that you get. So it's got a little green leaf there always. Let's see, so let's use yellow. What goes well with yellow? Let's use one yellow one and a white one. Do I still have a white one? I don't. Okay, let's use yellow and white for that. The yellow one there and the white one there. Yep, that's a pretty nice looking wand of the forest. I like to have my tools next to each other. So if you have the wand of the forest in your hand and you hover over some items, it gives you a status. This endo flame says, it shows on the right there that it is connected to a mana spreader, and you can also see this mana spreader is highlighted. So so it's linked to that one. If you put down the flower first and then the mana spreader, then the flower wouldn't know what mana spreader to connect to. Oh, it does. Okay, it must just take the nearest one then. Unless maybe if I put it in a different place. Yeah, then it doesn't know. So it's just because it was on the same place. If it doesn't know, you can just, if you right click in the air, if you shift right click in the air with this, you can switch between function mode and bind mode. If you have it on bind mode, you right click on the flower and then on the mana spreader, shift right click on the flower and shift right click on the mana spreader, sorry. And then you'll see that this flower, this endo flame is now linked to this mana spreader. But let's put it back here and link it again. So shift right click and shift right click, and then it's linked. And this one, we want to aim this one at this mana pool. So shift right click there and shift right click there, and you'll see that it's now aimed at that mana pool. So what we can do now is if we give this endo flame something that you can burn in a furnace, it'll pick that up after a second or two, and you can see there's a little flame particle effect there. It's now generating mana, which you can see if you right click on with the endo flame. That mana has gone to the mana spreader, and that mana spreader will send that to this mana pool here. So you can see the little bit of blue we've got on the left there. It's the first bit of mana we've gotten. Okay. So this endo flame, let's see, there's some trick to working with it. Okay, so the amount of time it takes to burn through an item is roughly half the time of furnace wood. So burn time there is 1,600 ticks. So this endo flame is going to burn through a piece of coal in 800 ticks, which is about 40 seconds. Is that right? Yeah. So you can give it multiple pieces of coal, but the thing is it's only going to pick up one at a time, and the others will despawn after 10 minutes or so. So you don't just want to throw a stack in there. But what you can also do is use coal block instead. This will take longer to burn, but it'll generate more mana at once. So if we throw that down there, time for bed again. Time flies when you're having fun, eh? Okay, let's just go to bed. Okay, can't quite sleep yet, so let's see what's next. I mean, so we're generating mana. I think next, let's see, the runic altar. So the runic altar is how you create some of the more advanced things. We're going to need a mana diamond or mana pole and some living rock for that. Let's see, maybe we should do that quickly. So let's give this one this block of coal to burn, and then we can go and get either a diamond or an ender pearl. I'll see whichever one I have the most of. Oh, I also made some stays here to the temporary base, since I keep having to go back and forth quite a bit still. Eventually I'll move everything to the other base. Okay, so we've got more diamonds than ender pearls, so I'll use that. And then all you do is you throw this into a mana pool and you'll get the mana equivalent. So you'll see there's an X there. We don't have enough mana just yet for this conversion. And the book will actually tell you, you shift click on the mana diamond there, it'll tell you, so you mean 1 time zoom, oh, the mana diamond. Yeah, we don't need that much, but we do need a little bit. So clearly we don't have that yet. Let's see, give you another block of coal. It's still burning the first bit of coal. So only once those flame particles go away, it's done with the first bit, and then we'll pick up this new bit. Oh, one thing I realized is you don't need to go and look for Botania flowers in order to create that floral fertilizer. You can use normal floral powder as well. So if you can just find, I don't know if it works with sunflowers. Let's see. We're gonna need this guy. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So you can just get any kind of flower, use this pestle and mortar on it, and then with some bone meal you can create the floral fertilizer. Okay, let's see, how's this doing? Still not enough. Okay, it's still burning through that first bit. So how long does this take? Okay, so 40 seconds. Yeah, 400 seconds. That's quite a while. It's going to take a while to burn. Okay, I'm going to just wait here until we have enough mana, and then I'll be back. Okay, we finally got enough mana to convert this diamond. So all you do is you just throw the diamond into the pool, and you get back the mana diamond. So now we should be able to quickly do this. And we've got a runic altar, which we can put down. So this is all temporary. I'll make this a lot nicer, but let's put that down there. And then with the runic altar, we will be able to create runes and go further in the Botania progression. We're also going to need a mana spreader to take mana from the spool and send it to the altar when it needs it. But that I'll do next time. And I'd also like to maybe automate some mana production and maybe even automate refilling this apothecary with water. So one way to do it, you can also just throw a bucket to it, and then it takes the water from the bucket and gives you back the empty bucket. So you'd be able to use something like that to drop a bucket onto it when it's empty. This will also give a comparator signal, so you can detect whether there's water in there or not. But that stuff I can look at next time. Maybe I'll do that off camera and just show you how I did it, and or maybe I'll do it on camera. I'll see. Okay, well that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.